Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm expecting more people to join, but it's great. We're going to wait a few minutes only, but it's great to meet you. So if you could introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Daphne from Italy. We speak a little bit on Messenger, and I'm a tattooer since this summer will be 13 years that I do this job. I don't like to call it a job because it's
No.
really a passion, and I love to do with chopstick, so by hand, but I also
Poke.
do by machine. Yes, I poke, but I also do by machine, and I really love your this approach to tattoo with I like to see tattoo like healing stuff. So
Yeah.
thank you for this opportunity to share with you. Thank you.
Grazie per stare qua e benvenuta. And if you would like to introduce yourself too.
Yeah, I'm Taryn. I'm new to all this, but the intersection between tattooing and shamanism is so interesting to me. And so seeing the information for this on Facebook was just, I was like called to be here. It just felt so like logical and something that just makes sense that I don't think we talk about ever for some reason. So I'm just excited to be here.
Yes. Well, thank you for being here and welcome. My name is Ness. I've been on the shamanic path for many years now, and I teach shamanic techniques, and I travel to different countries sharing. My first approach to shamanic tattoo happened because one of my students in Poland was a tattoo artist. And he approached me asking me, how could we link this? And I went back home sitting on it. And, I could just see so many ways. And obviously, the origin of tattoo is spiritual. The origin of tattoo is totally magical and spiritual and shamanic. And some people think that tattoo, it's something that's been on, for some years. And I know also some years ago, people with tattoos were kind of not welcome, in they used to look at them with, oh, they have tattoos, where are they coming from, and things like that. But thankfully, this has changed also in the last few years. But tattoo is nothing new. Tattoo, it's been with men, with the history of men for thousands of years. And we need to think that it was something sacred. Okay. In ancient Egypt, even the priestesses, wore tattoos. We can find mummies with tattoos. And tattoo and piercing as well, and also modifying the body was included in shamanic rites of passage. So that's actually my expertise. I provide rites of passage. Apart from healing, I provide ceremonies. I'm a ceremonialist. I provide ceremonies for people, and I got my rites of passage that I facilitate for women and men. So for hundreds and hundreds of years, tattoo was part of that. It was part of rites of passage. It was part of something very deep and spiritual. But that kind of got lost a little, you know. We used to find people with tattoos in you know, in the Polynesia, in south of China and the islands. You know, there were a lot of cultures that used tattoo as a form of expression, but also as a form of initiation, and also a magical way to work with things. No, you could have a tattoo to avoid demons predating on you, you know. So, and you know, the sailors, the Western sailors, you know, when they were exploring, those first explorers encountered people with tattoos, and it was like, wow, you know. And that's why the sailors were the first ones to actually start having tattoos, you know, because, you know, they were exploring and they used to meet these people covered with tattoos. And so that's how kind of tattoo, you know, kind of expanded a bit because of these sailors and explorers and everything. But obviously the white approach to the tattoo, they could not, obviously they didn't have the spiritual background of it. They didn't understand the spiritual connection of it. They just pass on the tattoo, but the spiritual part of it got lost in a way. So it's still now we have, you know, some people when they turn 18 or even before they're 18, they try to get a tattoo. So in our subconscious, we still know that tattoos are a rite of passage, because some of us, we're still looking for tattoos, you know, like, oh, I'm going to be 18, I'm going to get my tattoo, I'm going to get my first tattoo when I'm 18. So we do know, you know, it is in our subconscious mind, you know, in the collective, we know tattoo is something special, but we lost the ceremony. And the sad thing is that even indigenous people in some parts of the world, they lost the ceremony because of the white colonization. Because, for example, the women in Alaska and North America, you know, if they wore tattoos in their faces, you know, they were judged by white people. And also when indigenous people tried to be more like whites, they stopped carry on with their, you know, traditions. So it was lost for many. Obviously, there are still places in the world where, you know, you can find, you need to travel miles and miles to find one person that still uses tattoo in a ritual way. You can go to Filipinas or find this really old lady that still does tattoos, you know, in a sacred manner, or Singapore, you know, and places like that. But it's been lost to us, all this ceremony and ritual. And because of my student in Poland, Pietro, you know, he's quite a famous tattooist actually, kind of asked me, you know, that, you know, the concept of bones, ink and skin was born, because I was like, okay, I have tattoos myself. So it was like, and I'm a shamanic healer, I'm a teacher, I got the tools, I know the ceremonies, that's my expertise. So okay, so of course I cannot pretend to say that I'm bringing back the old ceremonies. That's impossible. Only those with a tradition, you know, that carry a tradition, can bring you an original ceremony if they're lucky. You know, if they manage to inherit a ceremony still. Because as I said, in many places all was washed by white colonization. But with the tools I have and the knowledge I have and what I know about tattoo, also I have, you know, as I have tattoo, I was kind of able, guided, you know, by the spirits to, because they gave me special journeys, you know, to work with this. So, you know, a new path open. And I kind of structure a way to pass on the teachings for people that actually work with tattoo to be able to transform their work and make it deeper. And, you know, with the shamanic techniques, and the spirit work. And also, because we did this in Poland, actually, we organized a retreat. So now where tattoo people came and people that wanted a special tattoo came. And we just brought both together, you know, tattoo artists that wanted to do something deeper and people that wanted a special tattoo. And it worked beautifully, you know, I guided the whole process with the shamanic work. We found, the amazing thing is with the tools I have, we can find, for example, blocks or pain stored in the soul, you know, from the ancestors, from past lives. And if we know, we can use a tattoo to actually try to heal that block. And with the tools I have, we can find what can we heal, where should we place the tattoo for it to be healing, and what symbol do I need, what do I need, you know, journeying with the spirit. Because we go for a tattoo and we think, oh, this is right for us, you know, we got something on our minds, but we're moving from the mind. You know, when you surrender to the spirits and you let the spirits guide the process, the spirits might give you a very different symbol of what you think you need, you know. And sometimes we think that a tattoo needs to be like extremely complicated or and big or to be healing, but maybe we do a journey and the spirits say you need a dot here, just a simple dot, but that dot is healing, you know. So we cannot go into this journey expecting, oh, the spirits are going to give me something spectacular. Maybe they do, you know, maybe they give you your very special symbol, and it happens, I have seen it. But maybe all you need is like a cross or a heart or a star or something small in certain part of your body to get healing. And it's beautiful because we can access all this information with my shamanic work. So the bones, ink, and skin experience is not just for tattoo artists that want to learn. Obviously, it is for them. You know, I'm sure. You know, I met you know, tattoo people that say, I already take my work as sacred. I want to go deeper. I want to learn more. But obviously, it's also for the seekers. It's also for you know, for those that want to have a tattoo as a very special thing and want to get a tattoo within a ceremony, which is mind-blowing. It's a complete different experience. You know, another of my students, you know, she actually trained in the first level of you know, because I divided the training in 2 levels, and she finished the first level of the training, and I got my, you know, a cover of one of the tattoos I had in my back, she did the cover for my tattoo. During the ritual, I designed and everything, and I can tell you, the experience is mind-blowing. Getting a tattoo that way within a ritual, because you need to prepare yourself. You need to follow certain steps, purifications and things like that. And both the tattoo artist and you need to undergo on this process, and it's a beautiful healing journey. The tattoo artist becomes a tattoo healer, and that's amazing. And it's a beautiful connection to the ancestral roots of tattooing. I want to welcome Louise. She joined just briefly, some minutes ago. I don't know if she can say hello somewhere, never mind.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. We didn't see you, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's probably for the best because I'm just out of my bed.
No worries. Because I'm recording this. So anyway, if some of you want to, I will be able to share this with you later. If you want to listen to it, or if you miss part of it, it's okay.
Okay.
So as I said, I divide the experience in two. There is a training for tattoo people, but there are also the retreats to bring tattoo people and people that wants to tattoo together, and they want to experience this magical journey into connecting with the roots, with the shamanic roots and the spiritual roots of tattoo. Louise, I don't know, would you like to introduce yourself a bit? Are you a tattoo artist, or do you have tattoos? Or
I've got wait a minute, I'll see if I can show you this one. I've got this one that I got a couple of years ago. It's an ankh.
yeah.
See that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've just got a wee butterfly as well, which to me is a symbol of transformation. So that's why I wanted the butterfly.
Yeah.
And I've just got a wee half moon on my ankle, and that's just a kind of pagan sign.
Yeah.
So,
but you connect with the symbols because they mean something to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one done randomly. Yeah, I did think a lot about the symbols and things.
Yeah, but the work I share goes deeper, because it's not something we think. It's something that we are totally given by the spirits. So it makes it even more sacred, to get something this way.
When you go for a kind of commercial tattoo, it is, although they're very artistic and all that, I suppose it's not really like a kind of sacred thing, if you know what I mean, but it is a sort of commercial thing. But I think most people that get tattoos, they will think about the symbolism, I think, most people.
Yeah, but to be able to do a sacred tattoo, a magical shamanic tattoo, we don't actually need to for example know poke tattoo. It's not about leaving your machine on the table and never touch it again. No, it's not about that. Yeah. It's about being able to do tattoos with the tools we have, but do it in a sacred manner.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about, oh, I need to learn poke tattoo, because no, you don't have to. You can do poke tattoo, and you can use your machine and transform your machine into a magnificent tool of healing.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when because I said there are two levels to the training. We have the first level where we learn the first steps to be able to take someone into the journey of finding healing, of finding a symbol, finding what they need to heal, learning a ceremony to do your tattoo within a ceremony. But then there is a second level where you actually learn a specific shamanic techniques, for example, to extract pain, to extract memories. And we can go to a tattoo, like an old tattoo that has certain energy and memories from a certain time of your life. And we can go with the tools we have and extract the memories, not only making a cover. No, first when we working in it, we extract pain as well. And in that second level, you learn how to actually do extraction work, which is a very deep shamanic technique. And I learned many years ago from a Tibetan Lama. But obviously now it has kind of evolved, with the years of practice. And this is another step. Teaching people to do extraction work with your tattoo tools is another level of extraction work. But being able to go into someone's old tattoo and be able to extract memories or be able to extract pain, and at the same time you put in something new inside of the person, is absolutely amazing. I'm going to open the mix to see if any of you want to ask or want to, say something.
What do you do that kind of work yourself then, or is that a service that you would offer?
I'm not a tattoo person. I don't know how to tattoo, but I can guide the process for with that, together with a tattoo artist, for someone to get a special tattoo. But obviously the tattoo artist needs to be connected to the work,
Mm-hmm.
And I organize the retreats when I bring the tattoo artists together with people that wants to get a special tattoo. So, but I don't do the tattoos myself. No, this was
Mm-hmm.
something that kind of came to be to share with the world. I do what I do. I'm a shaman. I'm a shamanic teacher. I'm a healer, and mostly, teaching lately is I do, private sessions and everything, but I've been teaching for years now, and I've been traveling to, different countries, and for me is kind of my mission to share not only what I learned years ago, but what the spirits taught me, and which is very particular and powerful. And I share these with people that wants to learn. But no, I don't do tattoos myself. I have tattoos, but I don't do tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody, any questions or comments? Just open the mic. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'd be interested in doing some kind of retreat, I think, where you got a tattoo.
Yeah, hopefully that will come once we get rid of COVID.
Mm-hmm. I think in this culture, it's become very much a kind of fashion thing, hasn't it, tattooing?
Yeah, but that's the idea of bringing this, for those that want something else.
Yeah.
So no questions at all, apart from Luis? Go ahead.
Yes, one question. Okay. So it's so interesting time the sorry for my English for the that you made a retreat, but with the time we are living now, it's quite a bit difficult to move outside from the country.
Yes.
And I was interested in know if you think that it's possible to have something like a seminary, or I don't know how to call it, where learn from you some techniques or instruments to go more deeper in that way to do tattoo. Thank you.
Yeah, but I do the training as well. I have the training program. So I do the retreats to bring together tattoo artists and people, but I also do teaching retreats where, you know, I organize teachings for a weekend. You know, I divide the teachings in several weekends, or if I travel far, you know, I put some teachings in within a week, and I do like an intensive training. I don't know if you mean that.
Yes, no, I want to know if you think it's possible to do it online.
Online. I think maybe some of it will be possible to do online, but you know, the especially extraction work, things like that, you need to be there. You know, you need to. But you know, we're not gonna have COVID forever. and I'm planning. I'm actually starting to take, because I had to cancel my trips, obviously, you know, because of COVID. My last trip was to Egypt just before the kind of COVID kind of exploded, and I had to cancel all the trips I had, and I'm actually starting to take bookings for 2022, hoping that I will be able to travel, and I'm going to South Africa, and I'm open to go somewhere else where it's a group of people that wants to learn, or where it's a group of people that actually wants to, you know, come together and have a sacred tattoo in a retreat, you know. Scotland, I live in Scotland, and it's a beautiful place also. And obviously I'm thinking about organizing a retreat also here in Scotland to bring together tattoo people and people that wants to have a sacred tattoo. And, you know, in the last retreat in Poland, people came as far as from Canada, you know, from Canada, from the States, and they travel, you know, they came to the retreat in the mountains, and I'm planning to do the same here in Scotland as well. But as I said, I'm happy to travel if there is a minimum, you know, interest and a minimum number of people that, you know, wish to do the work. I hope that
Thank you.
answers your question.
Yes. Yes.
Anyone else? I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, it'd be good to go to somewhere near a sacred site and have a retreat there.
Yeah, Scotland, we have many sacred sites in Scotland, so that it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So Tracy?
The Campbell,
Yes, Louise?
I was just going to say that the Campbell ceremony involves like a kind of tattoo, doesn't it? That's how it's applied. It's on, like, you get the
No.
3 dots.
Yeah, but it's not like a tattoo, you know, it follows,
No.
you know, it needs to go in certain place in the body, and you know, they place the spots, you know, they make the spots to place the medicine.
Yeah.
But it's a bit different.
Yeah. I thought it kind of left a mark.
Yeah, it does
But-
leave a mark. Yeah.
But that's maybe just that's not really important, is it? Leaving a marker.
No, No.
That's just a kind of side effect, if you want, aside
Yeah.
how they apply it, a side effect of how they apply it. Yeah.
Yes. Well, we're running out of time. So if anyone else wants to ask something, we still have some time.
I was going to ask, leading, I guess, kind of going with what Louise just said, where like Kambo is on specific parts depending on whether you're male or female, or depending on, you know, what kind of work you're there for. Is it sort of the same with tattooing then? You kind of sit with it and then go from there? Or is there kind of that same difference between males and females and then going? Or
No, this is a personal process. It's totally up to the spirits, to the ancestors. It has to do with the information we find in the realms. So it's a complete separate pattern of working, because basically we have no pattern. We depend on the spirits and on the information we get.
Uh-huh.
And I have another question. It's a more technical question.
Okay.
What about the kind of ink? So if you think that it's okay, the ink that we used to use for normal tattoo, or there's something about, I don't know, how to create an ink from plants.
We can make everything sacred. Everything is us. We transform everything into sacred. From that principle, normal ink is totally fine if you use it in a sacred manner. Okay? This is not about going fussy and about, trying to find vegan ink or this or that, or, it's about doing something in a sacred manner. And you can use, and I'm talking from experience, you can use crystals to do extractions, or your fingers to do extractions, or you can do an amazing shamanic extraction with a magic wand from a little girl, because I've done it. One time I found myself running out of tools. I just saw that wand with a star and I went, that. So you can transform anything into something magical. And it's you that transforms the experience into something sacred. So I hope you have enjoyed this so far. I hope you have managed to get, because we had just short time to talk, but I hope you kind of grasped the depth of the work I share.
Yes, it sounds something I'd definitely be interested in.
So if I would say, if you want to maybe take part on future retreats or work, or for example, if you're a tattoo artist and you want to learn, this way of working, you're welcome to contact. Okay, I will just request my email, and I can give you a link, and we can go from there.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. That was
you.
interesting. Thank you.
Thank you for being here today. There were others that actually requested me to send the video later because they couldn't make it. Some people from the States, and other countries that they have different time, so I hope they're going to find this video, this talk we're sharing, useful somehow.
Yes, it was very, very enjoyable. Thanks.
Thank you for being here, everybody.
Thank you.
Right, thank you so much.
You have a good
Talk to you
weekend.
later.
You
Right,
too.
you too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.